How many Peter Obi do we need in Nigeria? Okay, let me ask the question again. How many Peter Obi do we have in Nigeria? Can you answer that question? I know the easy answer will be, oh, there is only one Peter Obi. Another Peter Obi is a counterfeit. Yes, I'm not talking about the person of Peter Obi when I say how many Peter Obi do we need in Nigeria. There's only one person of Peter Obi. But what I mean is the personality of Peter Obi. So before I ask you that question again, and before you answer, I need to also make it clear. Who is a Peter Obi? A Peter Obi is a person who does not loot public funds. A Peter Obi is a person who reduces cost of governance. A Peter Obi is a person who does not borrow the future of a country and squander it on useless projects while looting it into private pockets. A Peter Obi is a person who leaves money behind when they leave office. A Peter Obi is a person who cares about what happens to the people, who visits them when they are in trouble. A Peter Obi is this person. Now that you know this personality, Peter Obi, how many Peter Obi do we have in Nigeria? Unfortunately, right now I can tell you there's only one person, Peter Obi, and there's only one personality, Peter Obi, that we know. Is this good for Nigeria? Is this good for the person, Peter Obi, in 2027? Will it help him win? How many Peter Obis do we need for Nigeria to succeed, for Nigeria to progress, to take Nigeria from this part of consumption, heavy consumption that we are in, into a part of production? How many Peter Obis do we need? Unfortunately, one Peter Obi cannot make a forest. We need several Peter Obis. If we are going to survive the rigging that may happen in 2027, we need more than one Peter Obis. If we're going to survive the intimidation that may happen in 2027, we need more than one Peter Obi. So, how many Peter Obis do we need? And how do we get these Peter Obis? With the qualities of Peter Obi, the personality of Peter Obi that I described, how many of such persons can you point to in the Labour Party? How many of such persons can you point to in APC or PDP? These people have all been shielded out of the political arena by policies and strategies and constitutions that have been implemented by the current political parties. So right now, the people that will not borrow your future and loot it in the name of spending it on useless projects, those people, they are just sitting back and folding their hands. They don't have the looted funds to fund the very expensive election process. They don't have it. They don't have the monies they have, are monies they have earned with their blood and their sweat, and they would rather not waste it. The politics of big money, the politics of strong individual has chased those people away from the arena of leadership. So the consequence is the resultant poor and bad and terrible leadership that we have, that we all agree is the bane of Nigeria. So how many Peter Obis can you find in AAC, in Boot Party, in Labour Party, in PRP? How many Peter Obis? Meanwhile, we need more than one Peter Obi. This is where Peter Obi himself and all well-meaning Nigerians must now come to the only location in Nigeria right now where you can find Peter Obis. And where is that location? Abundance Party of Nigeria. Abundance Party of Nigeria is the only party in Nigeria right now that has opened up the political space to everybody In fact, to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Mechanics, plumbers, tailors, taxi drivers, Okada riders, teachers, civil servants, public servants. Abundance Party is the only party in Nigeria right now that has opened up the political space for other Peter Obis to emerge. People with integrity, people with experience, with mental capacity, people who do not have a penchant for looting, people who are not used to the lifestyle to a wasteful lifestyle. Wasteful lifestyle. Somebody has a garage. In that garage, you have several cars that are worth billions of naira. Meanwhile, in that person's local government, there is not a single factory. Wasteful lifestyle. But in the Peter Obis that we are looking for right now, they have a prudent lifestyle. How many of them can you find elsewhere? Only in Abundance Party of Nigeria. And we are still recruiting. So, if you have not joined, join now. Abundance Party of Nigeria is the only party where you have an opportunity to vie for any elective office in Nigeria without spending a dime on nomination form. Abundance Party is the only party in Nigeria right now where you have the opportunity to run for office without having to bribe delegates, because there's no need for delegates in the first place. And you don't need to bribe voters because the membership register is open to all. Abundance Party of Nigeria. That is the location where you can find the Peter Obis that we need to take Nigeria from consumption to production. The Peter Obis that will make that new Nigeria possible. So how many Peter Obis do we need? We have 176,000 polling units. Multiply that by 3 and average it. So that gives you about 600,000. We need at least 600,000 to 1 million Peter Obis to take Nigeria from the hands of these few corrupt politicians that have captured the Nigerian state and they are currently holding it by the jugular. At least 1 million Peter Obis. Right now, we don't have up to that figure. So if you know you are a Peter Obi, if you know that you have integrity, if you know that you have not benefited from the looted funds, public funds, if you know that you are interested in taking Nigeria from consumption to production, to making Nigeria great, to making Nigeria really, truly great, click in the link and join the Abundance Party of Nigeria now. Let us achieve that 1 million Peter Obis and exceed it. A new Nigeria is only possible with 1 million Peter Obis. One Peter Obi cannot do the job. One Peter Obi cannot make a forest. We need 1 million Peter Obis. These are the Peter Obis that will man the polling units. At least 3 of them per polling units. That will get and acquire the forms EC8A from all the 176,000 plus polling units in Nigeria. These are the Peter Obis that we need. And the earlier we begin to form a coalition of these Peter Obis, not a coalition of rogues. The earlier we start to form this coalition of Peter Obis, the better it will be for Nigeria. This move that Peter Obi is making, visiting Atiku, visiting Kwankwanso, and all these rumors that we are hearing that they're about to form a mega political party, it is not going to work because it's still going to be a party, a coalition of people who have looted. And those people, you can't change human nature. You can't teach old dogs new tricks. A leopard cannot change his skin. We need those Peter Obis out there to come together to form this new political party to take Nigeria to the next level. Are you a Peter Obi? Click the link now. Let's do this. It is very, very possible. Don't let anybody deceive you that it cannot be done. It can be done. In fact, it is easy when we put our numbers together. 2027, we will sack all these corrupt politicians in Nigeria. By the special grace of God, by the cooperation of you and I.